Okay, cool. That's working. Nice. No, turn that off. Alright, sorry about that. See if that's still working. Cool. Problem is, we have no proof of this, do we? No way to tie Deco back to the ghost monsters other than him slipping up and mentioning them to Augie. I doubt he would ever admit to this on the record. Iris hasn't been able to dig up any digital evidence, although there is our eyewitness testimony, which should be enough to warrant some investigation. But for some reason, that doesn't seem to be enough for the police. I know a few of the local cops and how they think. If they're not looking into the ghost monsters, odds are they're actually looking into the ghost monsters quietly, which admittedly doesn't help us in clearing our name. And it's too much to hope that Deco simply confesses to orchestrating the incident.
Come on!
The slimy bastard is not going to get away with this. I will beat the truth out of him if I have to. As amusing as that would be, I wouldn't suggest it, love. We need to be smart about this and undermine him rather than take the direct approach. You mentioned having most of a plan, Augie. Do you care to elaborate? Well, if Deco won't confess, we'll need the next best thing. We'll need his henchmen to flip on him. So I sensed some tension from Deco and the ghost monsters. He called them childish and immature. There may be some bad blood between them. How about we break up their partnership? My plan is to track down the ghost monsters, get them to turn on their employer, and confess to their crimes. Once the media hears about it from Sue herself that the incident was all thanks to Deco, it'll clear our name. The plan is obviously foolproof. I'm not so sure about that. There are a lot of O's in that word. Just like there's a lot of gaping plot holes in this plan. I am answered with a myriad of blank stares and blinks. Don't everyone congratulate me all at once now. Okay, this isn't really me criticizing, but your plan kinda sucks.
I don't know.
You want us to track down a bunch of hackers that we already can't find, and then ask them to politely betray the guy who's paying them a lot of money? Between this and the shooting, I'm worried your health insurance premiums are going to go through the roof. That's why I said it was like 60% of a plan. I know we don't have a lot of options. Right now, the only ones who can save us are the ones who ruined us, Deco and Sue. I'm confident that if I can find Sue and talk to her, I could get her to see some reason, maybe? It's true, Augie was willing to give them another chance and hear out their side of things before. Sue really seemed to like Ghosts and Goblets. If there's some disagreement between her and Deco, that could be why. I think I can get through to her if I try. This hinges on our ability to find Sue, to find an unfindable bunch of ghosts, ones that Iris can't even track down, and that's where you all come in. All options are on the table. I want to hear your ideas for how we find Deco's hired goons. Let's fill in the other 40% of this plan and make it happen. And the awkward glances or back and forth are all I get in return. I get why they're concerned. This is the slimmest of hopes, the narrowest of margins. I'm asking them to follow me on a hunch. But I know this can be done. I know I can get Sue to give us the dirt that we need to clear our name. Heck, some days it feels like all I do is talk my way through problems. If that's like my one special skill, I'm going to rely on her for this final conflict. Now, if we could just find her. And for that, I need their help, and that means I would need to motivate them like a leader would. Come on, are we just going to let Deco beat us? Let's think outside the box. Let's think way outside. We can outthink, and outmatch Deco. If we can't stop him, Deco's going to ruin our dreams. I like this one, that we can outthink, outwit, outmatch. I don't know if that's gutsy or not. I can't tell if that's steady or gutsy. Steady. I look around and I see the best and the brightest that this arcade world has to offer. Engineers, thinkers, problem solvers, brilliant minds. Deco is ruled by his spite and his bitterness. We can be smarter than that, better than that. we can find a way to turn his weaknesses against him. Find an unfindable gang? I think we can do it. Unseat an arcade tyrant? I know we can do it. All I need from you is to take this seriously and lend me your aid. Work the problem with me. Are you ready? You know it. I've solved cosplay challenges before. Solving this will be a piece of cake. Obviously, I'm ready and willing to take on this task. You need only ask. It'll be a complicated dance, but I'm willing to step to the beat of success. Aww. So that's who I got for the steady people. Everyone nods in agreement, and I can even see some smiles to appear we are on board. Now to just determine the how. Alright, I gotta make a decision here. Finding the ghost monsters. Alright.
Perhaps.
At risk of stating the obvious, why don't we talk to the police about this? They've proven unhelpful so far, but if we go down to the station and fully explain, we may be able to gain the information that we need. I feel that this would be a reasonably steady course of action.
No can do.
I'm not certain about showing up and just asking them for to open their files for us, but you're correct. The police would have the information. Except cybercrime is tricky. You have to control leaks. If they're looking into the ghost monsters, they won't tell us outright. The key is to talk to the right people, and I know most of the cops at Ben and Matt's Donut Shop by name, and I know one friendly officer that'll help us. Ooh.
Nope, no way.
Why get the cops involved? We already know someone who's got an axe to grind against Sue and her buddies, or rather, a chainsaw. Oh, that's right. We could ask the lovely Chainsaw Gang. They'll be easier to find, and would probably be thrilled to diverge on all the dirt that they have on the ghost monsters. Or they'll carve us up with switchblades. You know, could go either way. I mean, this is a super gutsy move, but if we pull it off, we won't need to involve authorities at all. Ugh, that's... Percy? Oh, this whole situation's a bit too sticky for my liking. Cops and robbers? No, thank you. Although, the alternative I'm about to suggest may be stickier still. Augie first met the ghost monsters at Deco's palace. Yes, they are regulars there. So, we investigate Deco's to find someone who knows Sue and her mates. If we could find a friend of hers and make them understand why we need to speak to Sue, well, we're already on somewhat good terms, thanks to Augie remaining diplomatic. We should keep that going. I think I would attract too much attention if I went to Deco's palace. If I show my face around there, it's gonna raise some questions. But my face wouldn't. Deco doesn't know me. I was Funplex adjacent rather than a regular. And he didn't pay much attention to me when I was attending that business dinner with you. I'd hazard I could join her without any hassle. Yeah, we could slip in and ask about Sue without anybody even noticing. I'd say that this kindly strategy is an honest appeal to those who may know her. What could be more cordial? If she's got a single friend at that place, I will find them. It's a daring mission in enemy territory, but for you, Augie, I'll do it. Oh, Trooper. Oh. Naomi? What's up? What are you looking at me for? I don't have any ideas. I mean...
Well.
I mean... You could try Googling for her accounts? I'm reasonably sure Iris has already tried that. Iris? Yeah, I even used Yahoo and Bing and Alta Vista and Webcrawler. I don't know what half of those are. Oh, Augie, don't be so young. Okay, that's not what I mean. I mean, checking online forums for arcade enthusiasts. She loves arcades. Maybe she's got accounts there. Like, I've been rejoining online communities lately to try to open up with like-minded folks and socialize a bit more. She's gotta be lurking on some of those places. I know. If we can't passively search for her, we could actively call her out. As much as I hate internet trolls, they do get results. If we taunt the ghost monsters online, well, I'm positive that Sue is the sort of person who looks herself up constantly. And with my help, Iris, we can establish some fake accounts to spread the message so far and wide that she can't miss it. I suggest that we use a public internet access point to keep it from being traced back to here, though. Ooh, road trip! Road trip! I can tell from Gavin wincing at this that he is not a fan, but he's also not a fan of Iris in general. I like this plan, Misty. I mean, it's very quirky, but it just might work. I did say I wanted options. Involving the cops after all the semi-shady things that we've done is risky. So is provoking a rival gang. So is infiltrating Jekyll's palace. And so is... Okay, posting a few troll messages isn't that risky, given how many social media companies actually adore trolls and nurture them for advertising dollars, but it could annoy Sue. What is the best path forward? And before I can decide, Juniper raises her hand. Juniper? All of these sound great, but... Augie, you are still recovering. The less moving around that you do, the more likely that you'll heal. You can't go gallivanting around the city, chasing down rumors about the ghost monsters today. I'm just on crutches. I'm not in an iron lung or anything. Light duty only, doctor's orders. But I have a solution. It's simple, super effective. Let us do this for you. You've had to tackle all these problems since joining the Funplex by yourself. Why not step back and let us handle this? Well, okay, but I need to be there when we finally confront Sue. While you're out and about, I guess I'll get some rest. Sound good? Sounds good. Oh, these are my friends. I trust them entirely. So now the real question is, hold on, can I... let's see here. Which is the button? Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Go to the police as Gavin and Teo. This is my favorite. Infiltrate Jekyll's palace as Juniper and Percy. I feel like doing that will not get on her bad side. I feel like all of these other ones will rub her the wrong way and make it so that it's going to be harder for her to work with us. I just feel like that's the case. So, I mean, I wanted this to be a steady run, but I'm going to have to go with the kindly option on this. I think our best bet is to keep things quiet, not involve the police or criminals or troll the internet. Just ask around. Juniper, Percy, you two head off to Jekyll's palace and see what you can learn. It's less likely to backfire. At worst, you get arrested for loitering, or you get your butts kicked out. Right, we'd best move along then. You can count on me, Augie. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, both of you. Oh man. Oh, that was a tough decision. Oh man.